What's up guys, Rainer here, coming back with some more Smite gameplay. This is going to be a real quick video because I got a lot of stuff to do today. So, let's talk about Thor. Thor's a great assassin in the early rounds of Smite. He is tankier than most assassins, so he's a good jumping off point for you basic guys. That was his 3, Berserker Barrage. He spins around in a circle doing damage to all opponents around him over time. It also he moves slightly faster, just a thing. Fight breaks out here. Use my 3 to beat down Ares here in the mid lane. Moving on quickly, left lane. I'm going to gank on this Artemis over here because she's pushed all the way up to tower. So I'm going to use my 1, Mjolnir's Attunement. Thor throws his hammer in a straight shot skill shot that does damage to his enemy as he hits him. And then it also does double damage when it hits him on the return. So it's important to try to get him on both hits of that. As you remember from my assassin guide, if you press 1 again during his Mjolnir's Attunement, you'll teleport to his hammer. I don't ever use it here, but there it is. I'm going to let my cooldowns happen here because Artemis is really low, but she's not leaving, so I'm going to just fire everything at her. That's Thor's 2, Tectonic Barrage or something? Tectonic Divide? I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. Pops a wall. Back over here again. Artemis is still overextended. Use Tectonic Shift, Tectonic Plate, and then Berserker Barrage to finish her off. Early game jungling is it's really boring to watch. There's not a lot to see. I just walk around between buff camps. So let's jump ahead here to mid-game jungling. Let's see how mid-game jungling looks. Yeah, that seems about right. Moving on. So I move up to mid to take this mid camp, and there's a large fight happening up here. So I'm going to jump in and see what I can get. Drop my ults. I noticed the other enemy, Thor, is already in the air, so I'm just waiting for him to come down. And I'm going to drop right on his head. Basically just cut off his basic route of attack. Ares hits me with his ult. But Nuwa here walls him off so he can't escape. So he just basically has to stand here and just die to us. It's pretty great. Going to take these mid camps and then back to base. A little bit later on, I'm pushing up this right-hand lane because nobody's here, and it's been fighting itself for a while, so there's quite a few minions stacked up, and I've got Devourer's gloves, so every time I kill a minion, I get a stack. And this tower is basically one shot, so I'm just going to walk up here and take it. I don't care what you think, tier. This tier built really weird. He built an extremely heavy tank build, so he can't really defend himself. You know, so I'm just kind of standing here. I don't care. I mean, here's his ultimate. Look at that little bit of damage. You can almost see it on the bar there. He's just running at this point. He doesn't want any part of this. I could chase him down probably, but he's already running, and there's also a bigger fight happening over here in mid lane that I kind of want a part of. So I'm gonna pop my ultimate here, jump up into the air. I noticed that the Artemis there is real low, or Mercury. That's Mercury. That's my bad. Artemis here also just didn't even know I was showing up, but here I am. Catch her with Mjolnir's Attunement, and then I drop my Tectonic Rift. That's what it's called, Tectonic Rift. Down. Ares pops his ultimate, but he doesn't have any support here, so he just kind of stuns us for half a second, and then comes back in to re-engage. Tyr's here now. I mean, that's fun. That's fun, right, guys? Tectonic Rift, and he's stunned, and that's going to be it for him. That's a double kill there. I'm now well fed in this game, so back to base, back to taking the mid camps. And here's Tyr again, just hanging on mid lane. Not really sure why he's here. Drop down my my wall so we can't get away. Throw down Berserker Barrage. Finish him off again. This is what happens when you let a jungler get fed. They get really, really powerful. They do a lot of damage, and Thor, because he's also quite tanky, he really just never, ever dies at this point. I just took down Artemis there with Berserker Barrage. Mercury's here. I'm going to throw my wall down, and watch the acceptance. Look at the acceptance of his doom. That's a beautiful thing. Let's check back on that mid lane jungling. Yep. Keep going, champ. You got it. Back into another team fight. I'm going to initiate him with my ultimate again. Drop right down on top of Artemis here as they push up on our mid lane tower. I also took out the minion wave, so Mercury started taking direct damage from the tower itself, and it was just a quick finisher for me. And we move on up the lane. So here's a large segment of gameplay, because there's quite a bit that happens here. First, we're going to take down Ares, because Ares needs to die. And then Thor falls very quickly. So that puts down most of their team. They've only got one god up right now. Our entire team's pushing up mid, so I'm going to clear this wave. And I'm going to step off to the left lane here, because that tower is really low, and it just needs a quick tap to finish it. Taking down the tower here. We take out the minions and press up. Our mid lane guys take the Phoenix. There's an Artemis pile of weeds here, so I'm going to step in it because I'm a melee character and the guys are right here, so I'm going to hit them. Press up here. Hit these guys in the face a little bit. I got New Wa right behind me. There's another fight breaking down in mid, so it's always important to show up to help your team when you're jungle, because that's basically what you are. You're the extra man. Drop down, finish off Ares before he can back, and then walk up here and try to save Neath. Not going to happen, but the guys that stood here and fought were super low, so I picked up a kill, and Nuwa finished off the other. Pick up these mid camps, and then I'm going to back to base. Got my full build built out, almost. Heading up to the Minotaur, the team's ready to fight, and it's over. I missed the whole thing. I'm really sad. Anyway, guys, that's a very, very basic Thor jungle. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully I'll have something a little longer, with a little better production value. Don't hate me. I love you guys. This is Rainer.
For Valhalla!